today. So as usual, we are going to be starting with gold today. So we saw gold did the impossible, okay? And I mean, it's not impossible. It's just, it's just gold. God does what God wants to do, and nobody's going to hold it responsible because it is gold, right? I'm not saying God, it is gold, GOLD. All right. So moving forward, we saw gold actually made a round of 900 pips movement today, okay, plus or minus, okay, and that is actually awesome. Why? Because initially I was anticipating for a short sell, which I kind of take, but I got tripped out. And actually today I took some buy anyways on the 15-minute time frame. I think somewhere around here, let me quickly show you, just to show you this one right there. I took some shots that did not play well, but I took this one that actually did play very well. So those are the 3 trades I took today. So this kind of like cover for all these losses and everything went well eventually. But moving back to the major plan, I mean, just the the daily market recap, and just to give you an oversight of what did happen today. So we saw gold rallied harder to the upside at the back of the joy that is filling everybody's heart about the US shutdown, the US government shutdown coming to an end. Okay, as you can see, a historic shutdown is nearly over. It leaves no winner and much frustration. So don't forget the key point here, or let's just say the key word there is zero winner and what? Much frustration. Why? Because neither Democrat nor the Republican actually got what they wanted. Okay, so it's more like a frustration, and this actually affected dollar the most. Okay, as you can see right here, dollar lost the momentum he had gathered earlier today. As you can see right here on this one, the daily time frame, you can see dollar actually got to this top right here. It kind of like flattened the Tuesday candle. You can see we had a high right here yesterday, and the market went up and then just dropped down. So this is looking very good for me. Why? Because I mean, I told you that I have a couple of trades. I'm buying euro dollar. You can see right there, I'm a big buyer right here. I've been buying from the bottom here, and I mean the target is right at the top here, or even right here. But I mean, it's fun. I'm also shorting USD as you can see. I mean, my short on USD is actually very close to TP. All right, if the market finds its way back to this region, let me put my alert there. If the market finds its way back to this place, I'm gonna get out of this trade like faster than the speed of light. So I have so many of them like that, and the market is actually is doing very well. Okay, you can see I'm also shorting USD card. So I mean, everything looks good on paper and in my account, but at the end of the day, I mean, dollar is still not at that place of rest for me. I mean, some of those trades are just like 1:1.5%. I mean, RR, let's just say something like that. Okay, and my target on those trades is the least is 1:3. Some are 1:5. Some are more. All right, and I'm actually willing to hold on to them. But the issue here is this particular movement where dollar is stopped right here. Okay, anything can spook it. Literally anything can spook dollar and we get the market to move up. And if we get this kind of move, euro dollar will fall on its face. Pound is literally weak right now, and that one will also fall on its face. As a matter of fact, I am counting. I mean, I'm not counting on that, but I see that happening like very, very seriously. This is the United Kingdom economic heat map. Let's quickly take a look at it. Okay, I don't want to spend much time here, but I mean, let's take a look at it. Inflation is still pretty sticky in the United Kingdom, and the labor data is not looking very good. Unemployment rate is still very high. As a matter of fact, it was the last data we got, which was November 11th, which was yesterday, I believe. Okay, you can see it came higher than expected, and the employment change came very bad. Meaning, I mean, the consumer sentiment is going to be very terrible. The next consumer sentiment from the United Kingdom is going to be very terrible right now, because I mean, just look at that. Okay, the retail sales, whenever that's also going to be coming out, is not going to be looking very good. That means the growth is like treading on a very thin ice right now. Okay, so anything can happen, and we're going to get a much weaker pound, and I don't want that. So the little strength we are getting from pound dollar, where is it again? I have pound dollar right here. The little strength we are getting from pound dollar is technically from the inconsistency in the dollar itself. Okay, that could lead to a long-term bullish momentum in the price in pound dollar. All right, but there's a lot to actually pay close attention to, because when you look at pair like pound Aussie, I'm also buying pound Aussie, and it did very well the first half of last week and this week. Okay, because I took this trade, I think October 27th, and it did really well. It went up, gave me like 1%. I trailed and the market tapped me out, and I just took another buy right there. So now it's very tricky. Okay, pound is a very bullish pair. Okay, as a matter of fact, I would recommend a buy to anyone that is interested, by the way. Okay, so it's a very bullish pair. However, it is not out of the drama yet. It is not out of, out of bearish sentiment yet, especially when we have what I just shared with us on the United Kingdom economy. It's not out of the mud yet. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. So back to gold. So right now we're seeing gold crazy pump. Okay, and is anything stopping gold right now? Do you think I still want to short this one? Definitely not. Okay, it has broken above this particular resistance, so my short sale is already over. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that anymore. However, do I want to buy now? Why would I do that? Okay, it doesn't make sense. Okay, that would be me chasing after a ghost. Okay, because now dollar is in a ghost town. Excuse me, dollar is in a ghost town, and gold is in the afterlife, literally. So what the plan now is to see a pullback. Okay, I need that pullback right now, but I'm not going to short sell this pullback. I just have to wait for the pullback in and of itself. Okay, if I get this pullback, sure, I will buy. Okay, I mean, JP Morgan, I think UBS, or is it UBS or UBC? They're still forecasting that gold could reach 5,500, or is it 4,500 before mid 2026. And when they say mid 2026, they're talking about maybe January or February. So I wouldn't mind holding this up till Christmas. Okay, if I get this buy right here on gold. So I mean, it's a very good one, but I need a pullback back to 3,900 or roughly 4,000, so I can look for buy opportunity on gold. The same thing on silver. Okay, silver is actually very wide. Okay, it is just not holding back. I mean, this is silver, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, nothing we can do about it aside to wait for this pullback and look for buy opportunity. But as you can see, it's approaching overbought again. So I mean, we can get that pullback sooner or later. And don't forget, back to gold now. Don't forget the reason why we got this rejection at the top here. It was not super fundamental based. It's more like some take profit at the top there. So this is more like a repositioning of orders, okay, of buyers into the market. Okay, people that took profits right here after they spent some, they invested some in crypto, they kind of did some rock pull in crypto as well. Now they're going back at gold, but I don't mind them pulling their money in again. I mean, I would love that, but they need to take me along with them. That is pulling this thing back so we can all ride it to the moon. Okay, I wouldn't mind taking gold and gold fly to 70,000 in the next couple of weeks. I don't care. So far I'm with them. Good. Okay, let's take it to 700,000. I mean, gold and silver are very much undervalued. I mean, everybody knows that. So this is the time for them to take me in. I'm just kidding, but I wouldn't mind joining them in this run. So that is that on gold. We've talked about silver. Now let's wrap everything up with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin took a nosedive. All right, as you can see right here, it's back to 100K. Now, I mean, what is the aftermath of gold or Bitcoin? Excuse me. What is the final say? What is the final move on Bitcoin? Is this everything? Are we just gonna get stuck at the top there without any serious move in the price of Bitcoin? Is this the end of Bitcoin? Definitely not. Okay. Personally, I would still say that I would argue that we have another leg to the downside. Okay, some people, I've seen some analysts that I personally respect, are forecasting another leg to 98K. Okay, I've seen 95K and I've seen 75K, to be honest with you. And I would say technically they are all right, because any break below 100K, 100 region right there on Bitcoin, I mean, we could get 79K at least. Okay, back to this very gigantic demand zone right there. Okay, we can see 80K, we can see 90K, we can see 75K, we can get 95K thereabout. All right, so just watch out. So overall, I would say take a chill pill on Bitcoin, but look for pullback on gold. And on Usdjpy, which is where I'll be wrapping up today, I'm still keen on these particular position that I shared with you yesterday. Okay, a break below this particular region at 154.00. Okay, 154.00. All right, a break below that region, I would be looking to short dollar yen back to 151.00. So watch out for that. That could happen, I said yesterday, in the next 24 to 48 hours. I mean, just give it some time. Okay, now it's time to relax. Okay, eat some chicken, have some fun, watch some Netflix, and just wait for some setups. Okay, as a swing trader. But day trading, I'm not really very comfortable with day trading like that. But I would say if you want to day trade, just look for a buy on a pair like euro dollar. All right, by tomorrow, just look for some buy on euro dollar, something like, a break above here. okay, break above your pullback, just look for some buy, because Eurodollar seems to be getting some, some bullish momentum going right around here. So if this particular bearish trend line got broken, it has already been broken right here, as you can see, it's been broken. So if you get this eye taken out, you can just look for some intraday entry on Eurodollar moving forward. So that's where I see it. That's where I'm positioned right now on all of this pairs. So Eurodollar is more like a short, I mean a day trading plan. All right. But for my swing plan, I'm waiting for pullback on gold. I'm waiting for pullback on silver. I would wait for breakout on dollar yen. I'm not going to be touching Bitcoin. Okay, and that's more like it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.